Why did God brought me here? The reason you might be asking this could be that you were born out of rape. Your parents are drug addicts, they are alcoholics, they are idol worshippers, maybe they are atheists, they are Buddhists, maybe they don't even serve any God, they are just neutral. They don't want to believe in any God, they don't believe in any God. Regardless of what your parents are, regardless of the background that you're born into, regardless of who gave birth to you, whether you were born out of rape, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that Jesus has come to die for the sin of the world. If God is God, why are children dying? Why are all these things happening? Why are evil happening in the world? Thank God for Jesus that came to die. That's the hope that we have today to live in this world. Sin is in the world. According to the Bible, Adam and Eve did head against God. They sinned against God. That brought curse into the world. That brought evil into the world. But Jesus came to die, broke the curse of sin and death. That is the hope of whosoever believe in Christ Jesus. There are so many pastors out there that will tell you that, oh, God created you, God made you. And there are so many questions that you may have that they cannot answer. When you confront them with those questions, they start trembling, they start moving, they don't really have an answer because they don't want to be honest enough to tell you that. They think that by telling you the truth is going to, drive you away from their church, not knowing that the Bible says you shall know the truth and the truth you know shall set you free. The world is full of evil, but Jesus has come to give us hope. I say, believe in me. Take no thought for tomorrow. Don't be anxious for nothing. Live in contentment. Because we brought nothing into this world, we take nothing out of here. There are so many, I've listened to so many, Caucasian people, white people. What they say is that the reason why they left church, why they no longer serve God, is that they were abused by their priest. They trusted in their priest, and their priests were abusing them. As a result, they no longer want to go to church. God is not the reason for that. It is Satan that does that. And he does that because the parents of those individuals were not vigilant. He does that because the society, the heart of man, is now full of evil. He does that because the community of those people were not vigilant. He does that because people are no longer looking out for each other. Instead, people are looking at how they can tear people down, how they can make your news, and how they can circulate your news on the radio, on the television, on social media. They are not to help, but they are to pull down. They are to mock. They are to laugh. This is why those things happen. People trusted their pastor, they trusted their priests, and their priests abused them. God is not responsible. Children, see people, there are some people out there that will go and rape other people, and they make them to give birth because Satan has entered their hearts, because they are carried away by lust. They are carried away by lust. You see some people, they will say, don't dress in a certain way. Don't dress in a certain way. If you dress in a certain way, you will be attracting or you'll be seducing people out there. It's not that. It's not the way you dress that make a man to rape you. I repeat, it's not the way you dress, whether you go naked or dress in a certain way, you expose yourself. It's not that will make a man to rape you. The reason for rape is because the heart of a man is polluted. The heart of a man is corrupted with evil. As we speak right now, there are people that live in some parts of Africa. They still wear leaves. They refuse to be colonized. They wear leaves. They don't wear clothes. Their body is exposed. You cannot just see those ones and be, if you happen to go there, you cannot just be lusting after them, because your aim of going there is not that purpose. You have a purpose which you went while you went there. The purpose probably to know how they live life, how they are still living, why they are not colonized. So you are not there to do that. Your heart is not for that. The Bible said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. It's when the heart is corrupt, people, do things that they are not supposed to do because their heart is corrupted with evil. It's corrupted with evil. It's corrupted with evil. When a person's heart is corrupted with evil, anything they see, they go after it. Any woman they see, whether the woman is wearing a long gown, they'll go after that woman. There are men that rape women with long skirts, with long gown, even with hijab. There are men that rape women. Women who are covered from head to toe. Men still go after them because the heart of a man is corrupted. It's corrupted. And that is the works of the enemy, the devil. It's the works of Satan. If God knew that I was going to be born into a family of idol, why did he allow me to come here? It's not God. It's not God. Human beings are like animals. Though they are not animals, they are smarter than animals. But they are like animals. Because when they sin against God, they became like animals. And they can just make decisions anyhow without thinking. Two people coming together. That's why you hear this word of, you cannot choose a family that you're born into. You cannot, because you don't have the power to choose that. You see yourself in the family that you are. Whether your father was a drug addict, he was an alcoholic, a rapist, regardless of who your father is or your parents are, it doesn't really matter. The fact remains that you're here now. You're here. How can you make your life better? Some people will say they want to take their life. No, it doesn't. That doesn't work that way, because Jesus has come to give us hope. He has come to give us hope. I say, believe in me. Live in life of believe in me. Trust in me. And you will live a good life on the earth. You will leave a good legacy. How you came into this world doesn't really matter. It's how you live in this world and how you exit from the earth. You might not be born in the right family. You might not be born with the right things in life. Maybe you were born in poverty. Even in sickness. There are some people that are born in sickness. Their parents were sick while they gave birth to them. It doesn't really matter. You can choose to live a life better than your own parents. Oh, I was born this way. I was born in rape, but I don't want to repeat that. I was born in a separated home, in a divorced home. I don't want to repeat that. If you live the life of Christ on this earth, you will have peace. The Bible says, take no thought. The reason why so many people fall sick and die before their time is that they want to acquire the world for themselves. They are anxious for nothing. They are anxious for nothing, because If you are anxious for nothing, you begin to worry for nothing. You begin to, you know, your body will not be able to handle the things that you are anxious for. Take note of. We brought nothing into this world. We take nothing out of fear. So many pastors do not preach this. They will say, do all you can. Do all you can. Can all you do to acquire the word. They don't tell you that we brought nothing into this world, because they are here to amass wealth that they cannot take out of fear. They preach to you a gospel of desperation. This is the year. This is your year. Next year, the year of breakthrough, the year of open doors. They make you to be anxious. Instead of teaching you to work for your needs, do things that will meet your needs. Be calm about it. Be patient about things. Do things as they come. Just live your life every day by faith. They don't do that. They preach to you the gospel of pressure. They pressure you into doing things. Every time, every month, they set up seminars, they set up, programs to make you to be anxious. To be anxious. And you are anxious. Why am I born into this world? When God knew my father is going to be atheist, my mama, idol worship. It doesn't really matter. You are here now. Make good use of your life on earth. Live a life better than your parents. Why are children dying all over the world? Children are sick, they are dying. Why is God allowing them to die? It's not God. It's not God that is allowing them to die. It's the heart of man that is already polluted. The heart of man is polluted. Some people you see some people, they know that there was a lady I was talking to recently. She said when she had her first child was sick. She gave birth to her. She gave birth to her first child earlier than it's supposed to be. And she's heavily pregnant and she's smoking. And I said to her, can you not stop this because of the child? She said she can't. She can't help herself. She just cannot. And she told me that when she had her first child, the first child was sick and she was not happy about it because the baby was suffering in the hospital while they have to leave the baby there and come back home. I said, why are you not, in my heart, I was like, why are you not trying to repeat the same thing for this child you're carrying? There are so many things that people do. They are not aware that it's bringing harm to their children. They are not aware. They cannot think. But when the child is not here, it's not the fault of this child. There's nothing this child can do than to make their life better than it was. You can leave a good legacy on the earth. How you came into this world doesn't really matter. But it's how you live your life and exit the earth that matter. You can choose to live a peaceful life more than your parents. You can choose to live a life of peace, a life of peace on this earth. Not be anxious for nothing, because you know that you brought nothing into this world. You take nothing out of it. While you are on earth, make good use of your life. Make good use. Thank God for the daily bread that you have. Thank God for it. That doesn't mean you should not work hard. Work hard, but it shouldn't be a do or die thing. Thank you for tuning in.